God rescues a man who is totally disinterested in God and all his promises. God rescues a man who sells his own brother into slavery. God rescues a man who is so bewitched by the world that he plunges himself wholly into idolatry. God rescues a man who visits a prostitute for a one-night stand. God rescues a man who commits incest. God rescues a man who proudly protects his public image whilst publicly condemning his daughter to be burnt in disgrace. God rescues an out-and-out hypocrite. God deals with rotten raw materials. These are the people with whom God deals. In the family tree of God's own people is this man, Judah, and Tamar, the woman who presents herself as a cult prostitute. In Jesus' family tree is this man and this woman. This is the promise that God is determined to keep in spite of the wickedness of your heart and mine. 2 lines of application. These are the people with whom God deals. Rotten raw materials. I was speaking to somebody yesterday morning, and I was so excited by Genesis 38 that I said, I'm going to be speaking on Genesis 38 tomorrow. Go and read it. The main point is this: God deals with rotten raw materials like you and me. The individual to whom I was speaking, I think, after I explained what Judah had done, raised an eyebrow in slight horror. But doesn't this give us real hope? The prodigal, Zacchaeus, the wealthy tax collector, Levi, the wretched tax collector, the sinful woman, the woman caught in adultery, the apostle Paul, who was a murderer and who said of himself, I am the chief of all sinners. God deals with rotten raw materials. I hope that gives you real hope if you have even a shred of humility about you. God deals with rotten raw materials. People who've spent the last decades totally ignoring God, treating him like a bank manager, or somebody one might call on in a moment's crisis, but otherwise totally ignoring God, my Creator. God deals with rotten raw materials. God deals with backsliders. God deals with adulterers. God rescues men and women who are utterly morally contemptuous. What a relief. God deals with people like you and me.